I thought Trump was going to fight for us. I thought the I thought the new regime was going to be about the people in the middle class, and they're not. It's the same government elite.
I'm sick and tired of hearing y'all complain we ain't getting no food stamps. Okay, most of us out here working, but trying to make ends meet, we don't get no food stamps. You over here, oh, I don't have no food stamps for November. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna go and get you a job. J-O-B. All right? Y'all over here complaining and crying and everything on the internet. You look ridiculous. All right, go get you a job. Go to work to pay what you want.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So guys, I came across these videos on my FYP and I tend to share with you all of so many people talking about the whole food stamp, crying about some of the things happening to them and all that. So recently I heard that the food stamp is back on, okay, and so many people are already starting to see, and use their EBT, but somehow there are still a lot of people who have not been able to get theirs. Okay, I think this thing is about states. I don't know if, please, if you know, let us know in the comments. But yeah, there are some people in the comment section of some videos saying that they are still waiting to get their own, okay, EBT or loaded, but some people have already started using their own EBT. Now some of these people are freaking out, like, if this kind of thing can happen now, who knows what will happen later on. Well, I'm just going to let the rest of the videos roll, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. Please do well to like and subscribe.
I've never been more proud of our government, and I tell
never been more
my own
proud.
because you can't figure out how to go get a job, or you're just too lazy, or you think that you're cheating the system. Guess what? You're cheating people like me. You're cheating people that go out to work and pay taxes and spend time away from their family. That doesn't give you permission to steal from those workers and those people that are working at a Walmart.
Interesting you bring up Walmart.
You are not physically capable of leaving your house, then work from home.
Just work from home.
And maybe you can't keep the current lifestyle that you have. Well, too bad.
The bougie lifestyle of a
lots
SNAP
people
recipient.
have been in that position. But those of us out here that are working hard, we're tired of it.
First of all, you live in Louisiana. Your existence in your state is funded by other people's taxpayer dollars, like mine. So maybe you should lower your tone. And because I'm such a giving person, I'm going to continue to donate to your cause, this time by educating you because you sound really ignorant. Interesting that you brought up Walmart of all places, because Walmart notoriously underpays their employees while they profit billions upon billions of dollars. This causes those employees to need assistance in the form of SNAP benefits. Next, you're complaining about going to work and not seeing your family, but then you simultaneously tell people to just have a job at home. Why don't you go get that job at home so you could be with your family if it's so easy? I shared some of this information in a previous post, but I'll keep doing it for as many times as I need to. And I saw people in your comment checking you too. Our service men and women by the tens of thousands need SNAP benefits. Do you think that theirs should be taken away? Most of the recipients, 79% of SNAP benefits, have either a child, an elderly person, or a disabled individual in their home. Are you agreeing that children, elderly, and disabled people shouldn't eat? Actually, I don't need you to answer that because this was very telling. How will my kids eat? You actively mocking children potentially going hungry and labeling that as a consequence. You know what I find most disappointing about you is that you are a breast cancer survivor. So you should have gained some empathy and realized that someone's life could change in a way that is out of their control in the blink of an eye. You are also advocating for cancer patients and you work in the medical field. Despite all of this experience under your belt, you still think punishing people with food is an appropriate measure to take. What did you call it? You've never been more proud of our government.
People on food stamps are just lazy. Well, hi. My name is Amy, and I can attest that that is not true. I work 16 hours a day, every day with no days off. Not one in the last 7 months. I can't afford daycare. I'm a single mom. So my oldest is being homeschooled, and I have a 4-year-old that's not in school yet. My job, TikTok shop. Content on TikTok. I post 30 videos a day between 2 accounts. I work multiple lives, but I work a main live at night every single night. You can see me tonight at 10 o'clock Central. I do not take a day off. I'm hoarse because I don't take a day off ever. I haven't had a voice in like probably a good 3 months. Taking away the $400 a month in food stamps after I literally had to break down to go get it, because I believed just like most people. I really did. I mean, I didn't look down on people who had food stamps, but I guess I felt some sort of way because I couldn't afford to get them. I made too much every time. But when you don't have anything at all, 400 still ain't enough. Nobody makes $4,000 a month of food stamps. The highest you can receive is $990, and that's if you have a whole house.
Where do all these people who actually talk ill about people on food stamp or any other government aid, where do they get their information from? Because most times I see most of these people come online and say, things that doesn't really make sense. And one will wonder, do they actually do their research, ask questions, or even approach the people who are on this government aid to find out exactly how these things work and how it's actually helping them? Because most times I see them come online to say, things that are out of the book, right? Most of them just, have that ideology that most people on food stamp are not working. These are lazy people sitting back in their homes who are not ready to do any kind of work, are not ready to do anything at all and all that. And I just keep wondering, where do you guys actually get your information from? Because there must be a way where you guys get this information before you come online to really talk bad about people you literally don't know how they survive or how all of these things work. And that's why you saw that during all of this whole thing that happened, there are just so many people whose attitude came up very well that we all start seeing their attitude in broad daylight, that these guys actually do not know what they're saying. Most of them started talking ill. I've seen some of them start apologizing and saying, oh, because people started calling them out on their BS, and now they started apologizing and say they are sorry, we actually make mistake, we don't know everything and all that. So that you don't know everything, yet you came out to talk ill about people instead of you asking question on how those things actually do work.
That mom that used her EBT to spend $27 worth on cupcakes so her son can take them to his ABA therapy session for his birthday. This is why I don't feel bad about EBT being cut off in the month of November. You don't spend it right, okay? $27 worth of cupcakes, I'm going to argue you can buy flour.
So I actually did the math for you, Nate, because you just want to argue, but we know that's what you're about. It's easier to say you just hate poor people. But since you were so curious, these are the national averages for food products that would be required to make said cupcakes, which is actually $29 to $33 if this person had none of the ingredients at home to make cupcakes. And this would be in addition to having the time to make cupcakes. So I did the math for you. It's actually cheaper sometimes to buy things pre-made. And there's nothing wrong with someone on food stamps getting cupcakes for their child on their birthday. So did the math for you. Have a great day.
When I tell you that MAGA would rather let people starve than, offer help, you just know that that's true. Now, let's actually, let me remind you guys about what is currently trending about the lady who is calling churches for the formula, right? So she has called over 30 churches and only 9 offered to help. And these churches that offer to help are not white churches. They are literally churches that have money. Most of them have money. Some of them are, churches that everyone actually expected them to offer help. They're mostly palm colored churches, right? And yet, a lot of them did not offer help. And this is in the midst of this whole thing that is happening with the whole food stamp and all that. So people literally needed help. Instead, they were pointing her to some places, even though we've had like some pastors come out to apologize. I saw a particular video that actually touched me today. This woman said that church was actually called and she felt bad that they failed woefully. that they actually failed, but that next time they are going to do better. There's another big MAGA church right now that did an AI video of what they did and say last week we failed you guys, and this week we are going to do better. Because of that, we're inviting you for one thing, and people are like, we've already gone to their website, their Google, and also drop reviews and all that. A lot of people actually did that on TikTok. I saw a lot of people in comment section saying, oh, they've already gone to go drop some negative reviews and all that, just because of that singular act and the way that they responded. Then there was this other woman who said her church wasn't called, but it was a wake up call for her that they didn't have anything that has to do with children, no diaper, no baby, whatever. So they had to go buy some baby milk and all of that and kept. So that was somebody responding to the situation, because somehow it might just be a real mom calling tomorrow to ask for that help, right? Well, back to MAGA. Most of them would rather watch a child starve than, render help. Can you imagine this one coming out to talk about how he's not happy about people, not, a woman who used $27 to buy cupcake for her son's birthday? Like $27, that's what we're talking about. And you are rejoicing and talking about how you actually okay with the whole food stamp thing that happened and you're happy about it. And I'm just here wondering, like, at what point how did we get here? How did we even get to the point where people do not care how things affect their neighbors? Because now, if you actually, like this woman has done the math, you will see that you spend more to get a cake made in your house. And from the comment section of some of the videos, I also saw that, people say that most schools do not accept homemade meals or cake for their children. And this guy is just here making videos. He's not the only one. I actually saw other people create same videos and was angry with the woman who bought $27 worth of cake for her son just because of one reason or the other. You guys be so for real. Seriously. This is how you show empathy. This is how you show love to other people. Even the God that we all serve expect us to show love to one another and not just to ourselves. But no, most of you rather show to only yourself. Well, guys, I would love to hear your own take about today's video. And please do well to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Also, drop your own take in the comment and see you all on my next. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.